This is Arunava Chaudhuri, and you know me under my social media handles arunfoot. I put out a tweet asking the question of why the attendances at the Indian Super League matches have been going down in recent weeks and months. Not at all clubs, but at many. And I want to thank you all who reacted to that tweet. Been going through all your reactions. And I wanted to give you my thoughts on the same. And some will be the same as what you have written and said. Again, some of it I think is very, very logical. But there are some points that I still wanted to get across. One of the big issues at the moment that I feel is happening in general with Indian football is some sort of an Indian football fatigue. The failures of the Indian national team at the AFC Asian Cup 2023, that feeling that Indian football is sort of not progressing, comparing the ISL to the standards of the Asian Cup, even seeing better quality football in the Super Cup than in the ISL because of 6 instead of 4 foreigners. On the other side, there are issues where people say the marketing is not there. Clubs are not advertising the matches. The scheduling is an issue. Even though the scheduling for the rest of the season has already been announced. I know the first few matches was a little late, most probably. But on the other side, the ISL or FSDL as organizers of the ISL have reacted. They've changed the kickoff timings from 8 p.m. to 7:30, which is better for most fans. Maybe even a 7 o'clock kickoff would have been good. But again, on the other side, people who are at work, how could they get to the games? That brings me to the next point that fans say about the Indian Super League. The Indian Super League is not like any other league in the world because normally there are no parallel matches, which means if there's their 7:30 kickoff somewhere, there won't be a 7:30 kickoff somewhere else. Only Saturdays is the exception where you have potentially a 5 o'clock kickoff and then a 7:30 kickoff. And this is something to do with broadcast. The broadcaster wants to showcase every game potentially of the Indian Super League. That's been the case since day one. Again, something to discuss because certain people are even saying, hey, why don't you have afternoon kickoffs on a Saturday and a Sunday? And this is something that we wanted to get away from in Indian football. We rather want to have later kickoffs because, yes, we're going to go into March and going to go into April. It's going to be very, very hot in certain parts of India. Then, of course, we go back to the topic of the standards, of the quality of the game. People are not happy. But we as Indian football fans need to sort of come out and support the game. On the other side, are the stadiums themselves a topic? Yes, the clubs use them and play in them, but they don't own the venues. They are just guests. The governments own the stadiums. And a lot of stadiums are not in the best of shape. Dirty seats, even walking up and down the stadiums is not the nicest. Toilets are an issue, especially for female football fans who want to go to grounds. Some places even have issues in regard to getting something very, very basic, which is water. That is something which I hope the clubs look into and provide their fans. Water, at least simple drinking water should be provided, and some sort of food, snacks at least, should be there as well. And then, of course, when we talk about the topic of match timings, we have the other issue, which is how do you get home? And that is a problem in multiple cities. On the other side, for FSDL and for the clubs to put the schedule together isn't always the easiest. But I hope things will improve. Things aren't easy, but we all hope for a better future of Indian football. This is Arunava Chaudhuri signing off. Bye.